It's 6:01. I'm going to call this meeting to order, the meeting of the Planning and Zoning Commission. Roll call, please.
Vice Chair Jim Paz.
Present.
Hector Punto Garcia. Ron Pepper.
Present.
Cindy E. Cantu. Michael Barron. Jerry Garza.
Present.
Regina Portillo.
Present.
Daniela Salapaz. And Adolfo G. Martinez.
Present.
Do we have a quorum?
You do have quorum. Yes, sir.
Okay. Do I hear a motion to excuse those not present?
Make a motion to excuse.
So moved. I got a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Mr. Vidal, do we have any citizen comments today besides those willing to speak on items?
Those are the only ones right now.
Only the ones we have right now. Okay. Okay. Do I have a motion to open public hearing number 5?
So moved.
Motion,
Second.
a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. This is a public hearing amending the zoning ordinance map in City of Laredo by rezoning lots 11 and 12, lot 937 Eastern Division, located at 1702 O'Kane Street, from R1 Single Family Residential District to R2 Multifamily Residential District. Presentation, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. For the record, applicant is Project Martinez Legacy LLC owner. Abraham Martinez is the applicant. Miguel Gomez is the representative. Property description is lots 11 and 12, block 937, Eastern Division, located at 1702 O'Kane Street. This zoning change request is from an R1 to an R2. Proposed use is multifamily. Letter sent were 24 4 0 against 0. Location view. Aerial view. Street view. Zone change signage. Zoning overview. Future land use. Staff recommendation, staff does not support the proposed zone change. Proposed motion. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Commissioners, the applicant has asked us that we put this on hold or table, but since it is a public hearing, we're going to open the public hearing and allow those to make comment, and then we can close and make a decision at that point. So this is a public hearing. All those wishing to speak in favor or against? Favor or against? I have on my list here, Mr. Raul Santos.
Yes. Sir. Good afternoon, sir. Yes, I'm Raul Santos. I am adjacent to the property in question, and I'm here to oppose that zoning change, and so are my neighbors as well. We all came out here. I have signatures of more than 25 people who are within the impact area, and I'd like to hand this over to you.
Yes, sir.
And we are completely opposed to that zoning change.
Thank you. For the record, I've received a signed petition. Pass this over to staff. Yeah, I think it's the same.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, sir.
That's it. We are completely opposed to that
You're
change.
completely opposed to it.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
I also have Viola Ibarra.
I was the only one who's going to speak on it.
Okay. Mary Lou Soto as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's representing all of us.
Very good. And Laura Elgarza
Everyone, yes.
and Claudia Espinosa, for the record. These are the comment cards we received. Okay. Do I have a motion to?
Make a motion to table.
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item number 6, review and consideration of the following master plans. 6A, review the revision to the Embarcadero Southeast Quadrant Master Plan. The intent is commercial and industrial. The purpose of this revision is to reconfigure lots in Phase 9 and Phase 11.
Yes, sir. For the record, the applicant is Farias Development, Engineers Camacho Hernandez and Associates.
Proposed use is commercial industrial. The zoning for this 235.11 acre tract of land is B4 and M1. Location view, aerial view, the current master plan, and the proposed master plan. Staff comments planning, comments 5 to 7, and the proposed motion.
Any questions for the engineer? Any questions for the applicant?
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, Commission members. My name is Arturo Camacho. I'm the civil engineer for the project. Do you have any questions for me?
I do not. Commissioners, any questions? What is the wish of the commission?
Well, excuse me. I was wondering if I could clarify a few points because I don't think they apply. Is it possible for me to
Yes, of
place
course.
the, how does it work?
You should,
Okay. So one of the comments was to add a phase boundary line between phase 4 and phase 5. This is phase 4 right here, just that little 0.2 acre lot. Phase 5 is actually this area right here. So I think there's a confusion because phase 4, it's in big letters and it's kind of within the lot of phase 5. So just to clarify, phase 4 is just that little 0.2 acre lot. So there's no need to add a phase line. It's already added. So I was wondering if we could strike that. Okay. And then the second one was clarify the 5.63 acre segment of Fasken Boulevard that we constructed with the master plan. Again, this is the 5.63 acre portion of Fasken Boulevard that's part of phase 5. So it's part of phase 5. Just clarifying so that if it's possible to remove that comment from that's it.
Any other questions?
We're okay with the the rest of the comments.
Any other questions for the applicant? Questions for staff? What are the wishes of the commission?
Motion to approve, subject to comments.
All comments, or are we striking
Striking
1 and 2?
1 and 2.
So I have a motion to approve, subject to staff comments, less items 1 and 2. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second? So a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item 6B, review and consideration of the Vista Verde subdivision master plan. The intent is residential. Six B.
yes. For the record, the applicant is Rhodes Enterprise, engineers Howland Engineering and Surveying. The proposal is residential. So the zoning for this 357 lot development is AG. Location view, aerial view, the proposed master plan, stock comments planning, comments 5 to 10, 11, 12, fire and parks and leisure, and as well as Webb County Appraisal District, traffic safety, comments 7 to 12, 13, and the proposed motion.
Do we have anybody wanting to speak on behalf of the master plan?
Good evening, members of the commission. Miguel Jimenez with Howland Engineering, representing our client. Here to answer any questions, and also I want to discuss a few of the comments and give the commission a little update of what we've done since, last time the item was tabled, right? I guess I want to start with just planning comment number 1. Just to give the commission an update, we were able to coordinate and address this item, clarify it with planning. We met with planning and several other departments. We're actually going to accept this comment, and we feel by what we did and Actually, we have two alternatives. We're taking care of this comment, so I think we'll be good during the one-stop shop and as this project moves forward. So just wanted to update the commission on that. And correct me if I'm wrong, Rafael, but I think that's we reached a common ground there.
Right, so the comment would stay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So comment number 2, I did want to bring that up, and I'm asking for a revision of this comment. The comment states to increase the 50-foot right-of-way of Hunter's Loop to 60-foot right-of-way. We did meet with planning, heard their concerns, met with traffic, and after meeting with traffic, we did come into a common ground as to spot increase the right-of-way of this road. Right, one is to if I can show this master plan. So what we discussed at our meeting is to increase the right-of-way width at the connection of Cielito Lindo to the connection to the arterial, right? And then spot increase it at along this road at pedestrian crossings, right? To protect the pedestrians, still allowing them to walk to the park. So that's what we agreed upon, as well as realigning this road. At first, it was more like a loop, and that's why the comment reads loop, right? This Hunter Loop kind of looped through it. So what we did is we made this road more of a north-south kind of road to provide for that connectivity, right? For further development to the north, as well as a tie-in to Cielito Lindo. That's what we agreed upon, and we actually revised the master plan, and that's what we're going to present as a revision to the master plan. So we're requesting to revise this comment to spot increase the right of way instead of the entire loop, just at the spots that we coordinated and agreed upon with traffic department. And also, the second part of that comment, it says that collector should not be without frontage, right? So we did agree on that too. One, it's not going to be a collector. We're going to spot increase it at these spots, and we'd be allowed to front the rest of the road. That's my request on that comment. Moving on to any questions from the commission before I move on? I do like to discuss another comment.
Commissioners?
With traffic, you've already mapped where those spot increases will be, or is that still a conversation to be
Yes,
had?
no, correct. We actually already did it. We did in the realignment.
Excuse me, Mr. Rose, that question was for our traffic engineer.
Well, we met with the applicant and assistant director of traffic safety. We did meet with Howland Engineering, and we came up with the locations for these, and reviewed this earlier and concur with the locations
concur
and
with
spot
those-
widening, yes.
That revision, okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Go ahead.
Yeah, and just to give the commission a little bit of a sense of what we're talking about, it was this spot right here. We actually enlarged or made that connection longer to allow for some concerns in traffic for queuing and all that. We increased it at this location, here, and also here. And that's what we agreed upon.
Any other questions for the applicant? What are the wishes of the commission?
Sorry, just to check, do you agree with the rest of the comments?
No, I wanted to discuss a
Do
few
you have
other-
others?
Yes.
Okay.
So comment number 3, it says reconfigure Archer Court and 2 other roadways that exceed the 500-foot threshold for dead-end streets. So as we'll see later on, we have another item for phase 2. Phase 2 is the one in yellow. Archer Court is this cul-de-sac block here. And we're over just about 10% of the 500-foot threshold, right, as specified on the subdivision ordinance. Now, in discussing with planning department, of course, it's because it's on the ordinance, and also it's thinking fire safety, right, fire emergency vehicles access. So we did meet with fire department, and they're worried if it's more than 150 feet. Their requirement is just give us a turnaround, right, which we are via a cul-de-sac. Second criteria they have for them to approve a dead-end street is don't be over 30 lots, and we're at 25, right? So we're 1 over the threshold for planning, which is 24, but we're still within compliance on both requirements with fire, which is below 30, and just as long as we give them a turnaround. So we request to strike this comment and allow us to be just a little bit over on that threshold and proceed with our layout.
I have a comment for fire department.
Commissioner?
How are you? If there is a revision, would you be in agreement of the, instead of striking, say, so long as there's no more than 30 lots, or is that something you agree with, or?
Well, I think basically what he's asking for is the exception to exceed the 500 feet. So if you give him that, he ends up with the same number of lots, and we do have the turnaround that we're required. The comments he made, those are correct. Our thresholds are not being exceeded, so we're fine with this. It meets the fire code.
So, just for clarification, that is a planning comment from the subdivision ordinance. So,
Right,
so that's why we're
I
asking
know,
for that.
I understand.
Yeah,
It's an ordinance, black and white, right?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Vidal, but does that satisfy the purpose of it, right? I mean, ultimately, we recognize that the ordinance says 24 at 500 turnaround. He's met everything except that one criteria, one threshold, which is he's over by one. But it meets the purpose of what fire needs in terms of having a turnaround and having the safety aspects of it met.
Yeah, I mean, from our position, we have to comply. We have to stick with the ordinance.
Right.
So,
Okay, fair enough. Commissioners, any other questions for the fire department or for the applicant? Are those all the comments? Mr. Gomez?
Sort of.
Sort of. All right.
So, just two more comments from traffic, but I think this is an easy one. We met with them, they agree with striking them off. I think it was just standard comments, but we would like to request them to strike them. Is traffic comment number 1 and traffic comment number 2. Number 1 deals with, it says neighborhood local collectors intersections are too close to a major arterial. Some queuing is necessary, and between major arterial. So we actually made some revisions to address that concern. So that's this area here in our initial master plan, which is I think the one that's still submitted. We don't have this connection this long. We have it kind of at a curve. It didn't allow for queuing. We didn't have this island. So also this cabin court and this street, I think it's Jardin, didn't align. So they were offset. So there's a lot of conflict in the center section, which caught the attention for traffic. We came up with this revision, this layout. They liked it. They're in agreement, but they're also said, hey, just get it approved by Textile, which we are. So I think we addressed that one, but we would like to strike it. And as well as comment number 2, it's asking for traffic controls in the form of roundabouts in major intersections. We coordinated again that we don't have a collector. There's no major intersections, and traffic department again is in concurrence with that. So we like to strike those 2.
Sorry, it was
Mr.
traffic
Gutierrez?
safety, I'm sorry, I lost you on the first one. Traffic safety comment number 1
And 2.
1 and
and
2.
2.
Mr. Quintanilla, do you have concurrence with that?
Yes,
Okay. Any other items?
Nope, that's it.
There's a lot of bites at the apple there. What are the wishes of the commission?
Yeah, I'd like to offer a motion, and I would approve subject to all staff comments, except revising comment number 2, so there can be a chance to present the spot increases and the width of the road in coordination with the traffic department. And similar to that, striking comments 1 and 2 from traffic safety, and finally striking comment number 3 from the planning comments.
I have a motion. Do I have a second? I have a second from Mr. Costas. All those in favor say aye. Whoops.
Can you just clarify again the motion?
Yes, so motion on the planning, so approve subject to all of staff recommendation
Okay.
and comments, accepting the revision of comment number 2, which is to present the spot increases in the road width, and then striking comment number 3. That's the one, the increase of the,
Okay, yeah.
of the Archer Court. And then finally, striking comments 1 and 2 from the comments of traffic, safety on the
It-
bottom.
And again, to reflect the fact that traffic is okay with those changes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. Consideration of preliminary plats and preliminary replats, 7A, preliminary, consideration of replat of Embarcadero Southeast Quadrant Phase 11. The intent is commercial.
We don't have the PowerPoint. PowerPoint.
Thank you. For the record, the applicant is Farias Development. The engineer is Camacho Hernandez and Associates. The proposed use is commercial, and the current zoning for this two-lot development is B4. Location view, aerial view, the proposed plat, staff comments, continuation of staff comments, and the proposed motion.
Hello, Commission members. We're generally okay with the comments.
Your name for the
Oh,
record.
I'm sorry,
please.
Arturo Camacho, Camacho Hernandez Associates, of the project, civil engineer for the project. I just wanted to see if we could modify one comment. Comment number 5 says, provide a plat note stating that all drainage easements within the plat are subject to a maintenance and monitoring agreement. Usually this is for like a detention pond or drainage infrastructure. These are two small lots that are adjacent to a open channel, earthen channel, and we're not gonna have any major drainage infrastructure. It's just gonna pretty much sheet flow into the channel. So in talking to the planning department, we were wondering if we could say that anything with the maintenance and monitoring agreement to be resolved at the one-stop shop, during the one-stop shop, instead of making it a requirement on the preliminary plat.
Any questions from the commission? Of the applicant?
I'm sorry, where is that natural drainage that you're describing? Do you have a?
Yes.
Do you happen to have a map?
And while we're waiting, Commission, good evening. My name is Ben Puig with Farias Development. And also to clarify what this is, it's one piece of land with two lots that are gonna have shared access with each other. So there might be sheet flow from one lot to the next, so that way we put a drainage easement, so that way that one lot has the right to drain onto the other one. But then it became, well, what are you putting in there? Are you putting storm or what is, and it's not that. So I think it became a little bit more complicated than it needed to be. To
So it's two
clarify.
lots that want to share an easement for drainage purposes. Is
Right,
what
so,
you're saying.
so we're trying to maximize the driveway spacing by having both lots share a driveway. And it gives us a flexibility that if the lot that is higher needs to drain onto both of them to get to the channel, this was the way we tried to accomplish that.
Commission, any questions for the applicant or for staff?
Yeah, if you could walk us through.
Yeah, I just wanted to see the map. Yeah, thank you.
Come back.
You need to zoom in.
I think the lens does
I
provide.
think there's some sort of delay or something in
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
Let's see.
Or maybe there's a map on the.
Well, I can show you.
presentation.
Okay,
Page
so
30.
this is, these are
Page
the
30.
two lots.
Page 30, it's in our,
Yeah,
in
it's
our,
in our,
okay.
Okay, so these are the two lots,
Okay.
and this curvy thing right here is the drainage channel, that's existing. So the natural flow is for the intent in the design will be to send that to the earthen channel. So it's directly adjacent.
northeast.
It's gonna be north, yes.
Yeah.
The channel is north of the lots.
Does planning have a,
No, we have no objection. I mean, modifying the comment to give work out, that's
one-stop
totally fine.
okay.
our side. Yeah, we had talked about it, this afternoon, so.
You're comfortable with that?
Absolutely.
Okay. What are the wishes of the commission?
Mr. Chairman, I do
Yes.
have one more comment.
One more comment you want us to review?
Yes.
All right.
On comment number 4, sorry. Provided plat note stating that the maintenance of the landscaping shall comply with provisions of Appendix F2 of Section 2483 of the Laredo Land Development Code. So this is something that's very new to me, and I don't know if this was discussed with the commission, that every plat moving forward would have this plat note. If it has, then I missed it, but I guess I'm asking why this plat note needs to be on the plat when it's already required in the ordinance to do it.
Mr. Vidaurri?
Sure,
Good question.
Sure. So we just want to make sure that it's clear. I know, I understand your concern about that it's already a requirement of the ordinance. But we just want to make sure that it's in writing on the face of the plat, that's all.
So I'm trying to, like, when you do a title survey, plat notes come out in these title surveys, it might come out on Schedule A or B or C, and it's just another note that has to be worked through. And in the big picture, we don't have an issue with it, but it's just the simpler the plat is, the less complicated it is.
Okay.
And this Appendix F2 speaks to how to maintain trees after they're planted. And only that, like, you know, your root balls, the bracing the trees, digging the holes for the trees, and I don't know if that meets the level of being on a recorded plat. So I don't know if it was discussed and you all agreed that we should do this from here on going forward. And the other thing is, I don't know if we're the first ones, but if it is gonna be mandated on every plat moving forward, then so be it, but I would like for it to be consistent and not just for our plat.
Not just for your plat. Agreed. And do you have any objection to it for any other reason? than what
I
you're
don't,
saying?
just the encumbrance of the plat note, even though will be followed, is just, I don't think, why specifically this? I mean, you can start adding everything else from the land development code that you must adhere to.
What if instead of a plat note, it's maybe a comment that you will comply? Because you don't want to
Yeah.
comply on your recorded plat, right?
Right.
Is there any way they can put it under, like, the comment that will say, you know, I guess it will comply with that appendix in the review process, instead of making it like a black and white note?
I mean, I guess we could do that. You just wanted, labeled on there clear.
Yeah, I mean, because once you put it on a recorded plat, it's forever.
Commissioner, you had a question?
Yeah, I have a question. So is this something that you were looking at including
So what we've
moving
been-
forward, or is this?
Actually, that's what we wanted to do. We have seen some industrial plats and commercial plats coming in, and we've started to see the engineers put that plat note on there. So we just thought, for consistency, let's get them all in there.
And is that a unnecessary redundancy, you think? I mean, if they're gonna adhere to the ordinance, they're gonna have to, or else they're gonna get cited.
They have to hear the ordinance.
I mean, the city still has the enforcement arm to do it if developers or industrial or commercial, if they're not doing it, it's in the ordinance for them to enforce and fine.
Agreed. Okay. Commissioner, questions? Anyone else? Any other comments? Anything else you want to go over?
No, sir, this comment will also come up in our next one too, so.
What are the wishes of the commission?
I'll make a motion.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to approve subject to comments, and in addition amending planning comment number 5 to rephrase it saying that all drainage easements will be addressed at One Stop Shop. That's it.
Do I have a motion? Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor?
All right.
All those opposed? Motion carries. So, just for clarification, the motion carries with plat note number 4 still in it.
Yes.
The next item is a preliminary consideration of plat for Vista Verde subdivision, Phase 2. The intent is residential.
Thank you. For the record, the applicant is Rhodes Enterprise. The engineer is Howland Engineering and Surveying Company. The proposed use is residential, and the zoning for this 127 lot development is AG. Location view, aerial view, proposed plat, staff comments from planning, continuation, fire, parks, and Webb County Appraisal District comments, traffic comments, continuation, and the proposed motion.
Good evening, members of the commission. Miguel Jimenez with Howland Engineering, engineer for the project representing our client. Answer to any questions. I want to answer any questions you guys may have, but also I want to strike out the same comments that were stricken out in the master plan, exact same comments. That'd be planning comment number 1, planning comment number 2, which deal with the 50 to 60 foot right of way, the dead end street 500 foot threshold, and traffic safety comment number 1 and 2, same ones, the roundabouts and the intersection.
Is it in the same, just check if traffic safety comments are in the same order?
Yes.
1 and 2?
Correct. Planning comment 1 and 2, and traffic comment 1 and 2.
Commissioners? Any questions for staff? What are the wishes of the commission?
I'll make the same motion to revise, to approve, subject to the comments, all comments with the exception of comment number 2. That can be revised to present the spot increases of the road with the traffic department, and striking comment number 2 from the staff recommendation, and striking comments 1 and 2 from traffic safety comments.
I have a motion to approve subject to staff comments as amended. Do I have a second?
Second.
A second. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. The next item is preliminary consideration of a plat of Embarcadero Phase 7. The intent is commercial.
Thank you. For the record, the applicant is Farias Development. The engineer is Camacho Hernandez and Associates. The proposed use is commercial, and the current zoning for this one lot development is M1. Location view, aerial view, proposed plat, staff comments, and the proposed motion.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman. Ben Puig with Farias Development. Here again to disagree with comment number 4 and allow the commission to study this issue further to determine whether or not this is the uniformity we want on all plats moving forward before we go to final. That's all. And we concur with all the other staff comments.
Commissioners, any questions?
It was just a clarifying question for staff. So is this comment something that you advise to keep going forward? Like it's something we're going to continue to do?
So we have seen multiple plats come in with this comment on there, right? And we just want to make sure that, I know he had mentioned the fact about the compliance and it's in the code. We just want to make sure that it's in, bold print so that they know that this is something they have to comply with.
I have a question.
Commissioner?
You're talking about, these are the way that some of the plats are coming in right now.
Right, some of them are
So
coming in like
was
that.
this something that, when
We
they
discussed-
submitted the application, that they volunteered that, or was this something that you were asking them for?
On the ones that we've had submitted, it was not discussed with the applicants at all. They submitted that on their own. So we saw it as a good thing to start including these on the rest of them.
But you have not made a formal or official determination that this is the way that or this is what we're gonna do moving forward?
I mean, we have not made like some sort of official item that we maybe brought to P&Z or anything like that.
You don't think that that might be something, at least to give the public,
Okay.
they notice that this is what it's gonna be moving forward, give an opportunity to share concerns, moving forward, instead of, because it almost seems as though what we're doing right now is just kind of spot, based on really no formal action from anybody on doing this outside of the fact that planning and zoning staff thinks that this is a good idea moving forward. I almost think just for the benefit of the public, we probably should, give some type of notice or give them some type of input to be able to get that input from the community before we move forward.
Understood. And I would definitely like to meet with Mr. Pig, because I really do want to hear his concerns. I absolutely want to hear his concerns.
Mr. Without, for my part, I mean, there isn't any type of ordinance or any procedure that has been adopted by either the commission or by staff, or whether this should go forward. It's been announced to the engineering community. What's driving the need for it? I mean, it just seems redundant to me that this would be on here. In terms of enforcement, the enforcement's going to take place whether this is on this plat or not. And I'm not sure that it creates an additional issue for the applicant either, but by the same token, it's probably more of a consistency issue.
Right.
And if we're going to be consistent and required of everybody, then everyone knows what they're up against when they come to the commission. So,
Well, and I think, I don't know if this makes any difference, but I think the appendix F2, sections 24 through 83 is quite a lot of sections, and so that's what worries me is, are we focusing on a particular sections of the appendix? Maybe we can be more specific, specify.
Let me clarify, Mr. Commissioner. It's not pages 24 through 83. It's just a section of the code. So it's only 2 pages. It's actually 1.5. And all it does is tell you how to plant trees and how to take care of trees after they're planted. So I don't know if this plat note, I mean, it's we're different that we don't sell, but if people sell their land over and over again, that note stays on it. And I guess the owner.
No, it's because it says of section 24-83, right? Okay.
Yes, sir. And that appendix is F2, which is 2 pages. So I don't know, I mean, maybe it is best for the city, but.
Mr. Prig, does it create an issue for the next owner or the owner down the road?
Well, I mean, to me, they have to comply already.
But again, does it create an issue that they might not be able to
We would
comply?
prefer not to encumber the plat with any notes that are not necessarily needed. Thank you.
It's a good wish, but staff, I mean, if there's a purpose for this, then I think what we ought to, this is just my suggestion, again, is that we maybe ought to look at this a little more in depth and maybe bring it to the commission at some point as an item for us to discuss, and the engineering community can come out and lobby for or against.
Absolutely.
But in the interim, or in the interest of this particular one, if it's the engineer's wish not to have it and it's not a big inconvenience for you all, I don't see the reason why we shouldn't remove it, but that's, again, the wishes of the commission. Understood. That's just my position.
Yeah, I agree. I think we need to have some type of just due process and formalize everything moving forward so that everybody knows what the rules of engagement are gonna be moving forward.
Okay, well, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion. Well, actually, just to clarify, we also want to amend comment number 5, correct? Similar to the prior
The
item
drainage issue.
about the one-stop shop.
I think it was comment number 4 on the previous plat, and it's
Yeah.
comment number 4 on this plat too.
But number 5
Number
is
5.
different from the
Oh,
one
number
on
5?
the other plat.
It's not
The
on this
drainage
one.
easement.
Yeah, it's not on this one, so,
Correct.
Yes.
yeah, so it's not on this one.
Oh,
This is
okay.
different.
Okay, so I'll make a motion to approve, subject to comments.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
As is,
As is.
as is.
Do I have a second? Motion dies. Do I have another motion?
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion that we approve, but we strike number 4 based on the discussion we've had and bringing it back to the commission for consideration and kind of giving more input from the community as to whether this really needs to be in there or not.
So I have a motion, do I have a second?
I think my problem, sorry, is that we have conflicting, I mean, we've already gone through one motion, and that was approved. How do you want to
The
approach
commission
this?
could address that by asking the chair to bring back the other item, and then we could open that up for discussion. But for the now, the motion on the floor
Why,
is,
why don't we just bring back the item right now and
because
We do it
we've got a
concurrent
motion on
because we
the
have
floor.
well, after this.
We can do, yes,
Okay,
we
yeah,
can
well,
do that after that,
all right.
so.
I think if there's clarification there, then yeah, let's, sorry.
You want to handle it that way?
Yeah, if we bring it back, then
Okay.
I'll second that.
Okay, so I have a motion and a second with the striking of number 4. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
You want to bring that back now or?
Do I have a motion to reconsider item 7A? Motion. Is that correct? 7A.
Yes.
Do you have a motion to reconsider 7A?
Yeah, I
Yep.
said so moved.
Motion?
And
Second, Mr. Caceres. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Again, this is a preliminary consideration of the plat of Embarcadero Southeast Quadrant Phase 11, specifically to address the item of the plat, the notes, including item number 4. What are the wishes of the council, of the commission?
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion on this particular item that we strike item number 4.
I have a motion to approve the preliminary plat, subject to staff comments, minus item number 4. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Now, this is preliminary consideration of plat, 7D preliminary consideration of plat, of the plat of El Refugio subdivision. The intent is residential.
No, it was stricken the first time.
For the record, the applicant is Cuauhtemoc Rodriguez. The engineer is Top Site Civil Group. The proposed use is residential, and the current zoning for this 4-lot development is R1. Location view, aerial view, the proposed plat, and staff comments, continuation, parks, and the proposed motion.
Sir?
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, members of the commission, Ricardo Villarreal, Topside Civil Group. We concur with staff's comments, here to answer any questions that the commission may have.
Commissioners, any questions? Any questions for staff? What are the wishes of the commission?
Motion to approve subject to the staff comments.
Second. I have a motion and a second to approve subject to staff comments. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item 7E, preliminary consideration of a replat of the north 23.4 foot of Lot 5 and all of Lots 7 and 8, Block 1020, Western Division, into Lot 8A, Block 1020, Western Division. The intent is residential.
Thank you. For the record, the applicant is Long Fu. The engineer is Do Right Engineering. The proposed use is residential, and the current zoning for this 1-lot development is R3. Location view, aerial view, current plat, and the proposed replat,
Thank you, Julie.
and staff comments, and the proposed motion.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. I'm Rudy Garcia with Do Right. I agree with all the staff comments. I don't know if you have any questions.
Commissioners, any questions? Any questions for staff? What are the wishes of the commission?
motion to approve subject to comments.
I have a motion to approve subject to staff comments. Second? Second, Commissioner Caceres. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Next item is 7F, preliminary consideration of plat Lot 1, Block 1 to Avoya plat. The intent is industrial.
Thank you. For the record, the applicant is Hector Tafoya. The engineer is Do Right Engineering. The proposed use is industrial, and the current zoning for this one lot development is R1MH. Location view, aerial view, proposed plat, staff comments, and the proposed motion.
Good evening, sir.
We're gonna say we do right, we agree with all the staff comments, and if you have any questions, I'm here to answer.
Commissioners, any questions? Any questions for staff? What are the wishes of the commission?
Motion to approve, subject to staff comments.
I have a motion to approve, subject to staff comments. Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item 8A, consideration of model rule subdivision compliance with the replat of Lot 15, Block 5, San Carlos subdivision, Phase 1 into lots 15A and 15B, Block 5, San Carlos subdivision, Phase 1. The intent is residential.
Thank you. For the record, the applicant is Rosa Elia Esteves. The engineer is Sabio Engineering and Associates. The proposed use is residential. The current zoning for this two-lot development is not applicable as it is located in the extraterritorial jurisdiction. Location view, vicinity map, the current plat and the proposed replat, and the proposed motion.
What are the wishes of the commission?
Motion to approve.
I have a motion to approve
Second.
and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Do I have any staff comments, any messages from staff?
Not today, sir.
Okay, just a reminder to add an item for the next agenda to discuss the plat note for,
Yes, sir.
for that item. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Motion.
Second.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Meeting is adjourned.